I barely have any edges, so you know, I want my hairline to just have a little bit more edges than me.
I'm out of place in a sea full of smiles, walking down Main Street tonight. Got a lot on my mind since you walked out and said, Merry Christmas, babe, give me some time.
Hey everyone, it's Chellina Achol. Welcome back to another video, or if it's your first time tuning in, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm the Sudani mommy, Miss Berna, Sudani mommy. For today's video, I will be doing a frontal sew-in. It's not your traditional glue sew-in. As you can see from the title, we've got a new star of the show, and that is this Kiss Almighty Bond dual applicator. I thought it was super dope. It has like a silicone tip, so you can just like dot it on your head and just like rub it in instead of getting a little popsicle stick, or like me, I always use like the rat tail end of my combs and they're all like gunked up with glue and whatnot. I get glue everywhere. You can even tell like there's glue all over here. My biggest issue when I'm putting on glue is that I don't make the layers thin enough. This one you can put a little dot and like scrape it thin. It's super nice. And then there's like an opposite end that does like a pointer. You just do a little dot application. Let's get into this. If you ever wondered how to properly do a sew-in, or if you could do a sew-in by yourself, totally can. I've been doing hair for almost like 18 years. I started when I was like 10 years old, but I started doing sew-ins in high school. So there's always something new you can learn. There's always a new method. There's always something you never know. Latest tricks might not. You never know. There's a new glue on the market, a new applicator at that. But I will be doing the scalp method. Yeah, let me stop wasting time. It's almost midnight. I got work in the morning. So let's get into this video. First things first, what you'll need is a wig cap. Optional but very helpful. Some clips. Nylon thread, not cotton thread, nylon thread. It's a little more but worth it. Doesn't dry out your hair and it's easier to sew. It doesn't get knotted. Some pins, because I will also be showing you guys how to pluck it. I am not a big fan of baby hairs. I like just a little bit. I'm gonna be doing a middle part and I'll just try to have a little bit here, just a little bit, you know. I don't like looking like a shanty. You won't be able to know why not, or where it starts or where it ends. That's the goal. That's the goal. So yeah, we'll pluck it, make a nice little natural hairline, and yeah. I don't know why I'm still talking. Like, I don't have to be up for work in 6 hours. You'll need, I prefer a curved needle. Most people do. It's easier. You never stab someone's head. I think I've done once my little sister, but I think that was intentional. Sorry, Tina. And some heat protectant, some mousse, a hot comb, very helpful, very, very helpful, and a straightener. Styrofoam head. A cotton one works too, but this is the old faithful I have here. So that's what we're gonna use. I will pass on bleaching the knots for now. I'll put foundation on it, but next time maybe I might bleach the knots. But it's literally so thin. Like, my plucking's probably gonna be like 3 minutes. I'm so excited. So how y'all doing? How y'all doing this Christmas season? I am excited for Vlogmas. That kind of got me excited for the Christmas spirit. Like, Christmas is probably my favorite holiday, next to my birthday. I'm so happy how thin this hairline is, how natural it already looks. No. Okay, so I pinned it down right there, like so. They are a little wider. Oh, I'm sharp as hell. So I will use that and pluck it a little bit right at the root. When you're plucking your baby hairs, make sure you're right at the roots of your hair. first layer, I'm just gonna, I'll thin it out a little bit. I'll start at the beginning. It's always better to mix it up and don't stay in one spot. You see? So I'm going up and down the hairline, tucking up the roots. Down with your hand, hold the lace down. I'll go all the way across the hairline for that first one. I'll just use this. So then I take, after going across the first layer, I take the hair right here and pull it forward. And then I hold that section right here and then pluck this way. So let's do that, demonstrate that for you. And make sure you're holding the lace too so it doesn't pull at the lace. Okay. And make sure you keep moving back and forth so you don't stay in one place and have a bald spot. You want it to be a nice gradient. As you're going and plucking, like the first layer will be the thinnest, and then this, after you pull that, that one will be a little, you'll leave a little more hair. And then again, after that you take go another layer back. So there's that. I'm gonna pin that side down too. I love these tweezers. They're literally a lifesaver. Goes by so much faster and you can grab like precisely what hair you need. I barely have any edges, so you know, I want my hairline to just have a little bit more edges than me. And you can take it all and look at it and see what you think. I'm going to pluck a little bit more right here. That's a little bit of a good spot. I think that's better. And then voila. And so you do like 1 layer, 2 layers, so it's like 3 layers of plucking. And each layer you pluck a little less on each one, and that's how you get like a nice effect. It's just like an even more systematic way of doing it, to be able to pluck all of it and still have hair, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going across. So I'll go that same entire first layer, and then I'll do the second one and the third one. Then I should be okay. I will part it when it's on my head and sewn down because it's always a little off and I want it to be dead center middle part. Okay, so here is the finished product, kind of. I might pluck it a little more when it's on my head, but I think it's good for now. I use the Instant Freeze by Ozzy because it has jojoba oil. Mimics our natural hair, I'm just saying. that's all done. I cheated a little bit. I'm in a rush. I put it on warm. Now get your wig cap. I got the dark skin one because I shot a dark skin. You put it on to protect your hair. Oh, look at that. It's nice and labeled. I will use the silicone side. Make sure you don't have both sides open at the same time because it'll just ooze out both ends. I went ahead and put on a second coat. I was like putting the drops in and then I was going to come smear it on, but by the time I was like back over here towards this area, it was already dry. It dries super fast. Just so I would like, as you're tapping it in, tap it in and rub, because if not it'll dry up on you and you want nice thin layers. Now I'm just cutting the lace off the front. Make sure you cut your holes first, but don't cut your ears off, especially my scissors. These are like hair cutting scissors, so they're super sharp. Still wears sew-ins. I'm like not team wigs like at all. I'm too lazy. Like I just want to do my hair one time and then be set for like 2 months. Then you cut that off. Then you go ahead and put the frontal on like so. Okay, so it's laid where you want it. This is where my hairline is. And this one, okay, I'll just pull it back a little bit more. When it comes to sewing, okay, make sure you don't pull any more forward, like leave the tension. That's why it's held here. And start this way, and then sew down this way, and sew down this way. So now I'm just gonna go back and use my regular foundation. I wear NW58 MAC. So now I'm just gonna get excess oils from your skin, makeup, you know you want that waterproof seal. Let's test this waterproof life. My ears cannot breathe. Be doing 4 layers. I'll show you guys the first layer and then fast forward through the next 3. Thin layers, so I'm squeezing and rubbing at the same time. Thin layers, then 4 thin layers. And it's always better to have some of the glue missing spots, because if you have lace glue sticking through the top, the front, it's harder to get rid of and then your lace ends up lifting. It's easier to use the pointer application and do little touch-ups than it is to remove excess glue. So make sure you stay put. Make sure it's nice. Okay. And then when it is clear like that, add your second layer. 4 layers later, and that's what it looks like. Pulling it down. I'm grabbing a comb to like break it in. So another elastic band. To hold it down. Also, just make sure that you don't. Let me take this off. I can't still that clip in there. Just make sure you don't end up braiding. Don't end up sewing on this line, because you can. It'll end up pulling your frontal back, and you don't want any tension pulling your frontal back at all. So you just want it to lay exactly where it is. So when you're laying, just make sure you're sewing across. And then you have your last one across the front of the line, but don't sew it on there. So I will be back and sewing the back. It takes me about an hour and a half. All 3 bundles on. They all fit. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's 24 inches, 22 and 20 with a 16-inch frontal. This is the only piece I had left over, and I might actually sneak this track in. Ugh. That's what it looks like so far. I do have to cut my lace off though, and my ear tabs. Be careful. There we go. Let's cut off my ear tab first. So it's like sewn on right there at the end, that last part, but from here you cut it out. But I'm actually only gonna cut off you have all that hair pulled away. This one goes back there. Cutting a downward motion. Okay, that's not bad. It's only a little bit I cut off on that side. Something was sewed somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to end up gluing that back down again. Yay me. This glue dries so fast that I think some of it dried before I had a chance to even get multiple layers. So the blow dryer probably wasn't even necessary. So I will be adding more. glue. It just dries so quick. Like, ooh. My lace bond used to just take forever to dry. But so when you're going, curl it like a little towards your ear. So I want it come down a little bit. This. But instead of going straight, I'm going down with a little bit of an angle. So I'd rather have extra hair, extra lace than not enough. Because you can't put it back on. This one's a little bit cut off. Okay, so that's that. Put this out too. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut off the lace and finish it tomorrow. So I'll cut off the lace and I'm gonna sew tight, wrap it back down. So when you cut, just do like a jagged edge. So there's no like direct line of demarcation. Remember, like I said, it's better to have a little bit extra and then have to come back and add glue right there instead of having glue seep through and having to try and clean it up after. Always the man of my dream, not a man of his word.
are coming and there's no way around. Better join in the holiday crowd.